Welcome to the Protagonist Pub. My name is Tammy. And this is where characters gather. Time for the first quarter wrap-up of anticipated 5-star reads. I believe I had 8 books on my list. How did I do? I DNF'd 2 of them. First one I DNF'd was The Haunting of Bonaventure Circus by Jamie Jo Wright. I am so sad I just DNF'd this book, but I was bored. I cared more about the baby elephant than I did the characters in the book, and DNFing it was the right thing to do. I'm not giving up on Jamie Jo Wright as an author. She just came out with a new book, The Vanishing at Castle Monroe. I'm very interested in that book, so we shall see. The other book I DNF'd off my anticipated 5-star read was The Subtle Knife by Philip Pullman. This is the second book in the His Dark Materials series. I was bored. Didn't like the fact that they had a 12-year-old committing murder, and then the protagonist from the first book trusting the 12-year-old because he had committed murder. Just didn't sit right with me. Didn't feel right. DNF'd it. At this point, I don't think I care enough about the series to make another attempt. We will see going forward. So, up next was... Next book was Outlander by Diana Gabaldon. This was a 2-star read for me. I will link my video down below. You all know how I feel about this book. My book club all knows how I feel about this book. They loved it. I did not. But enough said. And next up would be my 4-star reads. I had 2 4-star reads. One was Boundary Waters by William Kent Kruger. This is the second book in the Cork O'Connor series. I loved that book. It was atmospheric and wonderful and a great autumn read. It fulfilled one of the prompts in my personal 2023 reading challenge, which I will link down below. Like always, I am always up for a great Cork O'Connor read. Always. My next 4-star read was a library book. Picture right here. It was The Children of Fighting Gods and of Gods and Fighting Men by Shauna Lawless. Again, I will find the video and link it. I love this book. I didn't love this book. I'm looking forward to the second book, which I know she has submitted to her editor last week. Yeah, it was a 4-star read. It was a solid 4. Last, my 5-star predictions that came true. First one, Beneath a Scarlet Sky by Mark Sullivan. I will link that video down below. As you know, this was the book club choice for February, and I picked it. It is World War II historical fiction that I think everyone should read. It is a true story. It tells the story of Pino Lello, an Italian youth who joined the Nazis at the urging of his family, and everything he experienced. It is an amazing read. Everyone should read this book. You don't have to like historical fiction to read this book. It is well paced. It is worth your time investment to read this book. Next was How to Kiss Your Grumpy Boss by Jenny Proctor. This is the second book in How to Kiss a Hawthorne Brother series. I loved this book. This is a light, sweet, contemporary romance. I cannot say enough wonderful things about Jenny Proctor. She will bring a smile to your face. She will make you laugh. She knows how to write children so well that they just spring off the page and into your heart and into your life, and you just laugh hysterically. This is a clean romance. So if you prefer your books on the clean side and not the smutty side, this is a read for you. It is not Christian fiction. There is no faith in this book, but it very easily could be. That's all I have to say. And last but not least is The Heart of the Sun Warrior by Sue Lynn Tan. This was a library book. It is the second book in the duology of the Celestial Kingdom. And this book made me sob. At the end, I was sobbing so hard, I crawled into bed with my husband and I just sobbed, and I couldn't explain to him why. He thought something was truly wrong, and I'm like, no, it's just book, and he didn't understand. But that's okay. He doesn't have to understand. He just has to be there when I need him. And it is a great story in and of itself. It isn't at all morose or sad until the very end. And the very end is just so beautifully written. I read this months ago. 2 months ago now. I still remember it. It is a... You need to read this duology. It is beautifully, beautifully written. So those were my anticipated 5-star reads for the first quarter of 2023. I had 3 out of 8. Or 3 out of 8. Not a great predictor of myself, am I? Let's see if I do better in the second quarter. That video should be coming up. I look forward to your comments down below. Please like and subscribe. And I will see you here next time at the Protagonist Pub.